Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Manchester United have been defeated by West Ham 2-1 at the London Stadium. I predicted that. I said that Manchester United are going to draw points, but this game was, I really don't know where to start, to be very honest with you. There is another big controversial decision, and the referees are again involved. Like, I really don't want to do it. Every weekend I sit here and I talk about the referees. Last weekend it was an Arsenal game, and then it happened in the Liverpool Chelsea game. Today again it has happened in the Manchester United game. It has happened in the Palace and Spurs game. So there's too much to talk about if we continue on to the referee. But if we talk about the game, in the first half it was quite competitive. The first 15 to 20 minutes, Manchester United really dominated them. West Ham was so poor defensively. Basically, in the entire first half, they were really poor. They barely attacked and created anything. They barely attacked Manchester United, and Manchester United had a free pass, to go ahead and get the goals, and then they created good amount of chances, but they never converted those chances, and that is the problem with Manchester United. Garnacho, I have consistently said that he is my probably the best player that United have, and if I could take one player from Manchester United, it would be Garnacho. But today you cannot miss such open chances, such easy chances. He hits the crossbar. The second chance he gets, he shoots it wide against the frame of the goal. So they created good amount of chances, but they never created. There were other players as well, and Manchester United would the fans would can see, right, that it is some in the games like this, especially like this game. I cannot really stand here and I cannot fault Ten Hag. I don't really understand. People are gonna continue to blame him. He's gonna get blamed because he's already under pressure and whatnot. But his tactics were spot on. The way that they started the game. Everybody knows West Ham are not a good starters. They have considered a good, most of the goals in the first 15 minutes, and they were under a good amount of pressure. And Manchester United really went at it. What Ten Hag wanted them to do, they did but they did not score. And then slowly West Ham started to come back in the game. But in that first half, they were terrible. Second half comes in. West Ham United, they scored that first goal. Summerville, I mean, if there was one player on that pitch out of all those players, especially for West Ham, who deserved a goal, it was Summerville. I mean, he deserved that goal. He played really good. West Ham should have scored other goals. There were other chances as well, but I think that was the moment he comes in, he scored. It showed his determination, his will to score that goal. And the moment he came on, he started changing it. He was not in the first half. He came in the second half, and he basically changed how West Ham were playing. His pace on the wings. He brought the game. He took the game, to Manchester United, and that sort of changed the dynamics, how the game was moving. They were really good in that second half. I don't know what Lopetegui told them during the break. But they were amazing in that second half. Manchester United go and get the equalizer. It becomes 1-1, and the game really opens up after that, and both teams are really going at it. And you felt that there was a winner here, and both teams created good amount of chances, but none of them were really able to convert it. If I have to pick out the players, I think if we are talking about West Ham side, I think Danny Ings had a really bad game. I think Soucek had a bad game. Manchester United side, Højlund really had a terrible game, if I'm being very honest with you. And I really don't. Marcus Rashford, of course, he had a terrible game. He had to take him off. And the thing is, I cannot fathom. I cannot really understand why he consistently gets started. Like, you have two great wingers in Ahmad and Garnacho. If nothing is working, just put them on. He should start with both those two players and let them do their thing. And Højlund in the front, like let these three guys let them play, let them do what they want to do, because these are young, hungry guys. They are they want to prove it to you, and they are hungry for success. They are the ones that are gonna sorry about that. They are the ones they are the ones that are hungry for success. They are the ones that are gonna do things for you. Players like Rashford, like, I don't want to criticize him, but I don't want to criticize him. Like, you cannot be an England international, and you can he has been at Manchester United for about 8-9 years now, and what has he done at United? If I'm being very honest with you, a couple of seasons he was great. Last season he was terrible. This season again he has an on and off moments in the season. So I don't really understand what's this love story regarding Marcus Rashford. And Manchester United fans have some sort of affiliation with him. There are so many United fans who just love Marcus Rashford, and it just blows my mind. Then we come to the main incident where Manchester United West Ham United get awarded a penalty. And I mean, come on. I'm an Arsenal fan. I was watching the game with my brother who's a Chelsea fan, and we're sitting here and we're watching it, and How is that a penalty? Like how? I just want to know. Like there is no literally no logic behind it. How there's no penalty, no way that is a pen. Literally, I don't really have words. Now I can sit here, I can laugh, and laugh in a way that United are already down, and things are happening, and it's going keep going to get even worse for them, and that's banter and whatnot. But this things like this is the problem. PGML, this is the problem. Every single weekend, every single fucking weekend, we sit here and we talk about it. It doesn't matter which team it is, which game it is. The other referees are the talk of the town. Last night it was the biggest game of the world. Real Madrid versus Barcelona, El Clasico. Not one thing about the referee was said. Not one. Not one. Decision that our Real Madrid fans would come in and say, though, unless until they are being extremely salty, you cannot, any senior Real Madrid fan cannot come in and say that this happened, this was there was this incident, or there was that incident. Nothing. Fair game. The referee was not involved. Every headline, everything about it was about Lamine Yamal, about Robert Lewandowski, about how Barcelona basically destroyed Real Madrid. When it comes to the Premier League, every single game, now basically you are going to get most of the headlines that United lost, Ten Hag is very bad at job, but then there are going to be good amount of headlines. There are going to be discussions on social media. You're going to have creators like me who sit here and we talk about it. We are going to talk about the referees. It is going to get discussed in every show. Until the next weekend, where we have another controversy, and then you start talking about that. It is the same thing every single weekend, and like there is no way that is a penalty. There's no way. Like, let's be very honest about it. And the thing about the referees is it's not just this one game. We had three games running on, and in two of those games, a big thing, like big talking points. How they did not give a red card to Spurs with the same thing. And being an Arsenal fan, of course I'm gonna be salty. I'm playing against Liverpool in about 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, over 20 minutes to go, and I am going playing against Liverpool, one of the biggest game of the season. And I, as an Arsenal fan, I don't have my best defender playing, because then the same thing that happened today, it happened last week. A yellow card was given, it got overturned, and Arsenal player was sent off for red card. This week, it happened the same following week, and let's not forget about it. The following day, it happened the same thing, and a yellow card was not given. And today again, and this time the distance between the goal and where the foul is committed was much less than Saliba's goal. But of course, because he's not wearing an Arsenal top, you cannot give him a red card. That is the way that the league goes. I don't even people are going to say I'm salty and whatnot, but today again it's Manchester United, and I am not saying that it is this just Arsenal. You can see clearly today. So basically, United got a bad decision that basically took a point away from them. That game was going for a draw. West Ham get the penalty. Jared Bowen, amazing penalty. There's no chance for Onana to save it. So West Ham won the game. United lose. They lost. They drop a point because of that. Then you have the Crystal Palace and Tottenham Hotspurs game, and it is going 1-0, and Crystal Palace, and that was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was still 30 minutes to go. So let's say Crystal Palace at that time, the foul is committed and the Spurs player gets red carded. That the complexion of the game is going to change completely. It becomes very easy for Crystal Palace to hold the game down and try to get the win. Make sure that they get the win. It is a big win. They have won the game. It's a big win for them, but it became very hard for them in the end because of what everything that had happened. So already now, so you have a big decision which was in a way wrong. The penalties in the Man United game. You have a very controversial decision in the Spurs and Palace game, and we still have the biggest game of the weekend going. I'm just sitting here, finger crossed, that please don't screw up that Arsenal Liverpool game. Do whatever you want to do. I just stop. Even if Arsenal lose, I don't want to see that. But even if Arsenal lose, let it be a fair result. Like, I just don't want me sitting here and criticizing the referee for a stupid thing. I don't want to shout at the referees again. But now, as an Arsenal fan, I understand what the United fans are going through, because that was not a penalty. Penalty comes in, they score, and the game ends 2-1. West Ham United win. Huge win for West Ham United. Let's not get about that. They really needed that. In the prediction video, when I made the prediction, I said it was gonna be a draw because I did not see Manchester United winning that game. But did they deserve to lose that game? I don't think so. I don't think West Ham played that much that good, and I don't think Manchester United played that good. I think it was an even game, and 1-1 would have been the perfect result. But then again, the referees come in and whatnot. So yeah, please, I don't know what we as fans what we have to do, and because every weekend we sit here and we talk about the same thing. It doesn't matter whether the game is at the top, whether it involves relegation, whether it involves the Champions League places. Now basically now that United have lost, and people are going to sit here and they say that it's just a 1 point for United. How close the races are for every single, whether it's relegation, whether it's the Champions League places or the European places, and the title, every single point is important. You don't know when a team is gonna have a bad and a couple of bad results, and the teams behind them can get close to them. So every single point matters. A bad day at the office for United, but I would say they were really unlucky. They were really good in the first half. In the second half they were terrible, but the referee really did not help them. So unlucky for United. Big win for West Ham. So yeah, that is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Manchester United, what you guys think of West Ham, and of course the referees. What is your take on it? Is that a penalty? For me, it is never a penalty. There's no way that is a penalty. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the month of October ends. It's a big task, but we hope we are able to achieve it. So please help the channel and subscribe to it. Until next time, bye bye.